Hey everybody, it's Christie with the Social Easel, and I am jumping on live with you today. We're on multiple pages, so if you are new to the Social Easel and new to me, I want to introduce myself really quick. So again, my name's Christie. I'm the owner of the Social Easel, and I teach women how to paint with acrylics. And today I just wanted to do a quick little Christmas painting with you guys. I don't know if you saw the preview posted when the link went up for this live, but it's a cute little whimsical painting that we're going to do today. And thank you to all my friends who are letting me sneak on their page to paint with you guys today. I am in the midst of my opening for new members to my tribe. And each one of these people have their own affiliate link. So be sure to use their link if you have fun doing what you're doing today and you want to learn more about painting with me. They will get credit for that. So I'm just going to pull you guys up here to make sure everything looks good. Look good to you guys? Let me know where you guys are watching from and if you have painted before. Awesome. Jackie is a new member. Welcome. Hey, Minetta. Yes, I'm going to see you next week at Dollywood. Yes, you guys can catch this on replay if you can't be on right now. And we are going to just jump right in. So I'm only using 2 brushes for this. I have been teaching painting for the last 7 years, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background on me. I've taught paint nights for the last 7 years, and then 2 years ago, we brought all the painting online. So when I taught paint nights, these were typically the 2 brushes that I would take to the paint class with me. And you can do a lot of paintings with just these 2 brushes. So it's just a 1-inch flat. And then this is a number 2 round. It doesn't have to be that specific number. You can pick whatever size you want and just kind of hold that up so you can see about how big that is. Might be easier not on my hand for you guys to see that. So it's still going to hold a decent amount of paint, but not too thick. So those are the 2 brushes that we're going to use today. And we're just going to do a really simple palette. I've already got some white on here. This is one of my favorite blues. This is Cobalt from Apple Barrel. You can get this at Walmart. We're going to squirt a little bit of that on there. And I don't need a ton because we're going to be mixing it with white. Hey, Peggy from Tennessee. Hey, Miss Janet. So for the background, we are going to use white in this Cobalt, and then this is Caribbean. Both of these are from Apple Barrel. They're 2 really good basic colors to have. Don't get caught up on paint colors though, because right now the whole world is on a paint shortage. So be happy with whatever you can find in the store, whatever colors you like, whatever blues you like, that will work. So don't worry if you don't have the exact ones. So we're just going to jump in and get started. I am using an 11 by 14 mixed media pad today to do this painting in. If you don't know what that is, basically, it's like a sketchbook for painting. So you can paint in it, you can sketch in it, but it can handle acrylic paint and watercolor. So right now, I'm just going to kind of show you guys. I'm just loading up my brush. I've got a mixture of that cobalt and white in there at the same time. And we're just doing vertical brush strokes up and down. So what I want you to notice is how easily this is blending, right? That's because I've got plenty of paint in there. So don't be afraid to really load your brush up and then just go back and forth. This is the trick to blending. If you struggle with blending, most of the time it's because you don't have enough paint in your brush. So I'm just going to keep reloading it back and forth. And I am not going all the way down to the bottom because we're going to add some snow down there. How do you guys like the split screen feature? This is something new we're trying this week with StreamYard. And I'm thinking I like it. I like to be able to like look over and talk to you guys and then let you see the overhead of the painting as well. So shoot me up some hearts if you like that. And we'll keep on doing it this way. So anywhere you can still see, you guys may not be able to see that, a little bit of that white showing through, like the back of your canvas or the back of your pad, whatever you're on. Just making sure, sorry, I'm pulling this up over here. You can go back over that with a little bit more paint. So if it didn't cover all the way, that's okay. You can go back to it. So I'm kind of, oh, you guys want to see me look. Basically, I'm just kind of mixing the colors here. So I'm just pulling a little bit of the blue in with the white. And like I said, it doesn't have to be all the way mixed in your brush. I kind of want this to be streaky in the background. Janice doesn't like the split screen. What don't you like about it? You just want the bigger painting? Does that help for you guys to see me do that? Just kind of loading my brush up there. Now you will notice, again, I'm using a mixed media pad. As you start loading it with paint, it will kind of, warp a little while you're painting on it. But once it's dry, all you have to do is first of all, let it dry completely. And then lay something heavy on top of it to make sure that it dries really flat. And then if you love the painting that you do inside your mixed media pad, then all you have to do is, it's got perforated edges here. You can tear it out and you can frame in an 11 by 14 frame. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Vicki. We're a little mixed on the split and the full. I think I'm going to add a little more dark in there. So see how I can just kind of change my mind, go back and forth, add a little bit more color in if I want. I just want there to be a little bit more contrast here. And this is going to be our sky. And then let me grab a little bit more blue. And then we're actually going to streak some silver in here as well. I love the little iridescence of the silver. Thank you, Angie. I'm glad you guys are enjoying learning. And this is a thing I want everyone to realize, is that you don't have to have any previous skill at all to know how to paint. So we have over 1,400 women in the membership right now. Over the past 7 years, I've taught thousands of women how to paint, and 90% of them have never painted before. So if that's you, you're in good company. I break things down in easy to follow steps for you, so that anyone can follow along. I'm going to grab a little bit of silver. And inside, if you like this and you want more, inside the tribe, you kind of get this. We don't do split screen in tribe. It's just a close-up of the painting. But you get 3 paintings. Oh, my silver's all messed up. You get 3 paintings per month with me, 3 originals, plus a guest artist or speaker. And you get the bonus of whatever I do in my Painting of the Month Club membership is included for all of my tribe sisters as well. Hey, Kathy. I am just using craft paint. The colors I've used so far are from Walmart. They're Apple Barrel, but you can use any kind of just matte craft paint. So I've got a little bit of silver in here. It was a little runny. We'll see how this looks. Yeah, it still has a little bit of that iridescence. I'm going to shake it up a little bit more. This was an old bottle, so it's been sitting around for a little bit. Oh yeah, I can move the pad up a little bit higher. Let's scoot this forward so that's, hopefully the words are not cutting it off there. So that is your monthly content that you get inside of Tribe. And then you also get immediate access to our membership website that has over 75 of my tutorials, because the membership is over 2 years old. So we have a lot of paintings for you to choose from. We've got 2 seasons of Christmas, 2 seasons of Halloween, fall, Thanksgiving, winter, all the fun stuff. So lots for you to choose from, and you get to log in immediately as soon as you become a member and access all of those paintings on our membership website. And the thing I love most about the new website is that you can also get an app for it, which you can put on either your iPhone or your iPad. And then everything is in an easy to use app. It's super, super user friendly. So that's really fun too. Oh, my screen went away. I had my reference photo over there. Okay, so here we're going to make 2 hills. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. And they're going to have different colors. You don't have to have silver. You don't have to have any of these colors. I'm just showing you what I'm using today. We're just going to make 2 little hills here. We're going to have one here. See how I'm taking a little bit of that blue in there. This isn't just pure white. I still had the blue left in my paintbrush. And we're going to come over here. So I want this one to be a little bit higher. And then we're going to have another, hold it like that. There we go. Then we're going to have another hill over on this side. And this one, I'm going to pull a little bit of that Caribbean color into it instead. Just to give it a little bit different color. I think I'm actually going to make this one go in the back. So right now, see how I have that? This hill is in front of this one. I'm actually going to switch it. I want this one to go back. I'm going to add a little bit more blue in there. So this is going to be our back hill. And then all I have to do is just pull this one, grab a little bit of that blue over top. See, I'm just plenty of paint. And then I'm just going to start on one side and just pull it down. And it's okay for them to have both shades of blue in there. Let's add just a little bit more. And all my paint right now, we've got plenty of paint in there, so it's blending nice and easy for me. So my hills are not like super, super tall. You don't want to make them, you know, too pointed. One's just slightly higher than the other. But by overlapping like that, it kind of pushes that one to the background. The membership cost is $47 a month or $470 for the year. The monthly membership you can cancel at any time. So you're not, there's no commitment involved in that. And for the $47 a month, again, you get the 3 paintings per month with me, plus the guest speaker and the entire membership hub. And then if you do the yearly, it's $470 and you get 2 months for free that way. Sherry was asking what percentage of people that join Tribe usually stay with Tribe, looking for a group that's steady and long-term. This would definitely be that group. So a little bit about the community. So to me, this is one of the best parts of the membership is our Tribe Sister community. That's what we call ourselves in there. Most of these women have been with me for over a year, some even 2 years. Some since the very beginning when I opened, but this goes a lot more, a lot further past painting, and it's more about a community and bonding with these women. Super encouraging and uplifting. We are a faith-based business, so I share about my faith a lot. I may do devotionals in there from time to time while I'm painting with you guys. But it's an amazing community of women, and I've seen some awesome friendships blossom out of this over the past 2 years too. Barb said, when will I be able to join the page? The link is up above in the comments, so you should be able to join now, or you can wait until we're done painting. Miss Tammy joined a couple days ago. Tammy's one of my friends. She owns Flippin' Furniture. I don't know if you guys know who she is. Super cute stuff. But she just joined the other day because she wanted to paint with me too. Let me know any other questions you guys have while I am painting. And if I have Tribe Sisters on here, if you will comment #Tribe Sister and help answer the questions for me, just in case I miss them, coming from a member's point of view is sometimes super helpful too, because you can ask these ladies their opinions. Hey, Jackie, welcome. Glad to have you painting with me for the first time. All right. So pretty simple so far, right? We're going to do a little tree back here. These are my fun little whimsical trees. And then we're going to have some ornaments hanging from them. Jackie said not finding the app. So Jackie, when you go to the app store, it's called Kajabi, Kajabi. That's who hosts our membership. So you'll download the Kajabi app and then you log in with your login and password that you created when you signed up. Yes, thank you. Megan just posted it in there if you need to see it typed out. So I'm using my small round brush now. Just grab it. Oops, see, that's that silver that was all separated for me. I'm just loading my brush up. Well, now let's streak that in. I'll just do it with a tissue. No worries. It's fine. Everything's fine. We can come back and touch that up. Maybe I'll put a tree over top of it and you won't know it's there. So if you are new to painting with acrylics, one thing I want you to remember is that you really can't mess up, because everything you do with acrylic paint, if you make a mistake, let it dry and you can come back and paint over it. Okay. So that right there where my silver landed, it took a little bit of the blue paint off. I'm not going to worry about it because I know I'm going to put a tree there that's going to end up covering that up. If you wanted to right now, you could go back and blend some blue in if that happened to you. But that's a really big lesson that I try to, instill in my tribe sisters. Don't get caught up on the details, or we try to steer away from perfection. I'm just going to add some little white highlights here at the top of the snow while I'm talking to you guys. But I don't want you to worry about things being perfect. I just want you to get to painting and trying it out, because you can always come back and fix things. And again, this is why so many women in the group love the mixed media pad, because it allows them to do that and not feeling like they ruined a canvas, or it's not as scary when you're painting in just like a big sketchbook as it is if you're painting on a canvas. And if you don't like it, you can just tear that page out if you don't want to look at it again. Or you can just turn the page and then paint on the next page. Okay, so we're going to start this tree. When I do my trees, I start on one side, and this is going to be a curly tree, okay? So I'm going to start like this. And then instead of jumping over and deciding where the other side of my tree is, I'm just going to make it thicker as I go until I get at the width of the tree that I want. So I don't want this one very big because it's in the background. We'll come fix this later. So I want it pretty skinny. So I think I'm probably going to leave it just about like that. And then let's add another little curly Q here. My curly Qs are my branches. Now, if you don't like the curls, you could do straight branches as well. And this is one of those things, like I would tell you to practice the curls in your mixed media pad until you get comfortable with it. Or if you don't have one, practice on cardboard paper. I usually paint on a tablecloth. You can practice your brush strokes on a tablecloth. That's what I would have people do when they were at paint nights with me. All right, so we're going to pull out of this trunk, right? And do another little curly Q. Then pull that back in. So what I want you to notice right here, see this shape with the trees? It kind of makes what kind of shape or what letter do you see there? Diane said, I'm in Paint Party headquarters. Can I still get into Kajabi with you? Yes. So Kajabi is really, really cool because a lot of us host our memberships on it. When you log in, actually, let me show you. I think I can pull mine up here on my iPad. So I have several different memberships through Kajabi. So when you go on here on your app, you've got all, like, I'm in Trisha Robinson. She's another great artist. I've got mine here, which is a Social Easel Online Paint Studio, Casey Hope. So I can pick whoever I want to go into. And then this is what it looks like. And then you can go in and you've got all these different paintings that you can go into. So let's just click on the pig. And you've got your template, your color list, the video, and then you can make this full screen. So when you hit play, we can do this and turn it sideways, and then you can make it full screen on your iPad. So that's kind of a little background of what the app looks like. And if you can't get the app, Samsung doesn't have it on their tablets yet. And we have some members with Samsung. You just log in on the website. You don't have to have the app if you don't want it. It's just an easy way. Someone was saying they lost sound. Yeah, if you go out and come back in, that should help. Yes, you guys got it. So it's the letter V. All right. So I want you to remember that as we're painting the trees, because every time we come out, where I'm going to kind of add another one here, add another one here, we're continually making that V shape. And basically what that's doing is keeping everything coming from the tree instead of just jutting out left and right and all over the place. And then we can add some more curlicues on. This one's going to go off the page a little bit. And that's okay. Your whole image doesn't have to fit on there if you don't want it to. And these can be different size curlicues. But see how I constantly kind of pull them back into the trunk. Let's add a little bit more white here. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm not putting down a ton of pressure. So I don't think I have. We'll just lift this up a little bit and I'll show you this with some color. So same brush, right? I can do these little swirls like this, where I'm not putting down a ton of pressure. But with the same brush, if I push down hard, it makes thicker swirls. So it's all about the amount of pressure. See the difference in the way my brush spreads out? Those bristles are spreading out on the page. So it's making it a really thick brush stroke versus lightly just dragging the bristles across. You can get the skinnier lines. So really practicing with the amount of pressure that you're putting down helps a ton. Okay, I'm going to rinse that blue out. I just wanted to show you guys that little tip there. What do you guys think so far? Cute little tree? Should we add some more curlicues to it? Maybe a couple more. Maybe a little one coming out here. You could just keep building, make this as big as you want. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. Martha said, do tutorials have a reference photo like you did? Yes, all of the tutorials have a reference photo that you can print off and have next to you while you're painting. And then some have templates, some do not. Yes, we are using a number 2 round brush. So I've got this one back here, and then I want to do a bigger one up here, and I'm going to come down into the snow a little bit. Same thing. I always start on the left side because I'm right-handed. It just feels more natural to me. So I'm going to start there. And again, I'm not going to jump over and decide the other side of my tree, because usually what happens when we do that, we make the trunk way bigger than we meant to. So my trick in not letting you do that is to just go back and forth until you look at it and you're like, okay, that's about the thickness I want it. Maybe we want to go a little bit thicker. So it gives you the chance to decide how thick you want your trunk to be. And then from there, you can kind of pull back down. And then for right now, I'm just going to pull this into the snow like this. You can kind of pull a little blue back over top. Let's do a little turquoise there at the base. But we're going to stack some super cute presents in front of this. So we don't have to make this look all super pretty and perfect right now. So I say it a lot when I'm painting, but trust the process, because a lot of times when you're painting, you're so worried about what things look like in that step. But most of the time, it's not going to matter by the time you get to the end of the painting, because you're going to add something else to it. So I usually try to just keep moving, keep my students moving so they don't get too fixated on something. And then after you get the steps down, you can come back, and if there's an area that's still bugging you, you can paint with paint over top of it. Remember that little mess up I had there? Covered that little spot up. I've got another one here. I think I want this to curl this way. And I want this one to be a little bit bigger and grander than the other one. What do you guys think so far? Fun little whimsical trees. Awesome. Kimmy did the PJ paint party last night with me. If you guys missed that, you can go back to the Social Easels page. We did a palette knife pumpkin painting last night with buffalo plaid. That was really fun. And I am going to be going live each day this week. We are doing a little owl. I'm going to be doing it at 4 p.m. today on my page. And we're doing a really basic one today. And then we're doing 3 more versions of it. So 4 o'clock today, 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, we're doing another version of the owl. Tammy said, I love my art journals. It's where I feel free to not be perfect. Exactly. I love it. Thank you, Luann. Yes, Damon is my business coach in our mastermind, and he was gracious enough to let me share with you guys today. And for those of you that are on Damon's page and you make reads, Stephanie, you guys saw her on here. Stephanie makes reads. We're on Stephanie's page as well. I did a little paint night with them while we were all at our mastermind a few weeks ago in Orlando. And you can add these to your reads. So there's so many ways you can incorporate this into what you're doing in your business too. You could get little wood plates or plaques or whatever you want and tie those in. There was a woman in our group, Diane, who did that last fall with lots of our Halloween paintings. And she made these big, beautiful Halloween wreaths and then had the paintings tucked into them. And they turned out so, so cute. So for those of you that are wreath makers and you're probably wondering what painting has to do with you, it's a fun additional thing that you can add to that. Tammy said, who else is painting? Is anyone painting today, or are you guys just watching? Let me know. And I tell people all the time, don't worry about painting as fast as I do. All of these are always available for replay. Same with the ones that are in the membership. So most of my ladies end up watching me first and then going back and painting. Crescent, the name of my page is the Social Easel. Someone said, what kind of paper? Monica, this is called a mixed media pad, and it is like a big sketchbook, except you can use it for painting. So it holds watercolor, acrylic, colored pencil, all that stuff. All right, so we got our trees down, right? And I had a couple little, we're just going to add a couple little sticks out here. Let's do a couple little ones back here. We're kind of making like a winter wonderland. And then we're just going to add some little circles on here. We're going to kind of get all our base coat down of everything. And then we're going to start adding some bright, fun colors in. These are going to be like our little peppermint sticks that are sticking out of the snow. And if you guys are having fun, don't forget to share with your friends. If you have someone else who's going to love painting, let them get in on the fun. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, we're going to have some presents down here. And I like mine to be kind of wonky and crazy shaped. I don't want them to be like perfect squares and rectangles. They are going to overlap my tree trunk. So I'm just going to come in and make these block colors. Now I'm putting the white down first because it's going to act as like a base coat and it's going to help that color show through when we add the color on. Let's add another one here. So you most definitely don't need to worry about these being like any kind of perfect shape. They're wonky and crazy in all different sizes. Let's just do 3. Maybe I'll do like a really big one in the front. Can change it up. So I'm basically making some like, it's hard to see because it's all just white, but you can kind of see those shapes a little bit there. They'll start coming to life when we add some color to them. I'm just going to put a second coat of white on here. Now, when I'm painting it, we're using craft paint. It dries really, really fast, especially on a mixed media pad. When you work with acrylic and you need to put a second coat on things, as you'll see me kind of jumping back and forth and doing here, you want to let it dry in between the layers, because if you try to put paint on too quickly while it's still wet, it's just going to get really gloppy and heavy. So you want to let the first coat dry and then put the second coat on. All right, so we're going to let that dry. We're going to grab some fun colors here. Now I'm just going to use an old palette that this is all dry on here. But I'm just going to put some fun, bright, whimsical colors on here. Yeah, paint has been so difficult to find lately. So I use 3 different brands. I use Craft Smart, which is from Michaels. I use Apple Barrel, which I get at Walmart. And I use Deco Art, which you can get at Hobby Lobby or Michaels. So we're getting some like lime green, hot pink. I've already got the cobalt. I forgot to grab an orange. Let's grab a coral maybe. This is kind of like a tropic orange. Kristen said, what was the trick for keeping the paint wet? There is a medium you can buy. I don't use it, but usually if I'm like blending, I just continually load my brush and keep all the paint wet in the area that I'm blending. Yeah, Deco Art is one of my favorites too. I love the thickness of it. Sorry, I just bumped the table there. So we're going to come in and start adding, thank you, Cheryl. We're going to start adding some fun little ornaments in here. These are just going to be little circles, like little ball ornaments hanging from the tree. All over. They can be the same size or different sizes. They can overlap your curls or hang beneath them. So I like to do like one color first and then come back and add some other colors in. But this is fun. This is where the painting will start coming to life a little bit. Oh, Anne said you can get them through plaidonline.com. They are now selling paint again. Good to know. Thank you, Vita. And then I'm just going to rinse my brush. Diane, I am using a round number 2 right now. Then let's jump in. This is like a coral color. Just kind of jumping around, deciding where I want to add them. Now I'm choosing to use bright, fun colors. You could make this more traditional if you wanted to and do reds and greens. I am not going to today, Minetta. I have another live with Tamara with Southern Adornments over on her page at 2. So I've got to give myself enough time to get through this painting with you guys and then jump over there and visit with her for a little bit. But yes, you could like do 2 trees in the background instead of one big one if you wanted to have 3s. Now, a lot of times if you're doing odd numbers, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same subject matter. So your odd numbers can be the entire collective as well. And spacing makes a big difference on that too. Thank you, Debbie. I am glad you're having fun. And that's what I want it to be. I want it to be fun for you guys. We are a good vibes only zone inside the tribe, all positivity and joy and encouragement. And like I said, there are women in there who, you know, they get nervous and they're scared, you know, it's not going to be like they want it to be, or it's not going to turn out like they want. But we have so much support in there from the other tribe sisters who, you know, cheer them on and encourage them to keep trying. Painting is just like anything else. You got to jump in, you got to get started. The more you do it, the more you're going to learn, the more comfortable it's going to get. I love these colors. And I think we'll add in just a little bit of a few of the blues also. I don't know how much this is going to show up. We'll see. This is that turquoise color. And we talk about all things inside a tribe. So my goal is really to help you become a better artist, whether you're starting out brand new or whether you're more advanced. We have women at all levels in there, from completely newbie who's never picked up a paintbrush before to someone who's a lifelong artist and just loves the community and the new ideas to paint with, to women who own their own paint party business, selling Etsy or in craft booths. So there's everything inside of there. But we talk about color mixing and shading, like all the extra details, the more in-depth stuff. You're going to learn all of that inside Tribe as well. Jackie said, I'm not a painter, but I would love to learn. Well, I think I can teach you. And you guys can, again, paint with me all week. Go check out my YouTube channel if you're not familiar with it. I'm going to do some swirls over here, and they're going to kind of be like a little S. Just a little swirl. Like a little peppermint. Let's do one with hot pink. I'm going to do another hot pink one back here. These are going to be really tiny. And then let's do an orange one. Anna actually talked about that in the group too. She said, where do you get your ideas to paint? So I get inspiration from a lot of places. Honestly, everything around me. I look at Pinterest. I look at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Kirkland's, what's on trend right now. What are people liking? What do I want in my house? Wrapping paper, gift bags. Like there is like inspiration everywhere. And inside the group, I teach you how to take all that inspiration and turn it into your own painting. So that is one of the things that we do each month. It's a newer series that I created called Learn the Process, and it takes you behind the scenes of how I come up with my ideas for painting and how you can be inspired by art that you see without copying it, how to make it your own. You can take the same general idea and turn it into your own painting. So I'm going to start with a hot pink gift here. I'm going to come in and grab my coral for this other back one. So see how that white helped give it that solid base. So the other colors don't come through quite as much. And again, I'm just putting a quick coat on here. I don't want it too super thick. Hey, Connie. Joyce, the monthly cost for my tribe is $47 a month. And this is the last time it will be offered at that price. We don't open doors again to new members until late spring of 2021. And at that time, the price will go up. We have stayed at the same rate for 2.5 years. And we have over 75 videos to choose from at that rate. So the next time it opens up, the rate will be going up. If you join at the $47 a month and stay a current member, you will lock that price in and your price will not increase when it does for the public. And I forgot to tell you guys about the early bird today. So if you're liking this, go check out my page later. See what you think about it. Let us know if you have any questions. We do have an early bird offer that ends tonight at midnight. So we opened doors last night to new members. We close on Thursday. If you sign up tonight by midnight, you get 6 bonus paintings, 6 bonus painting tutorials valued at over $250 that are going to be added to your membership hub. These are the first 6 paintings that I did in my Painting of the Month Club, which is another membership that I have that Tribe Sisters get in their membership. So when you join from that date moving forward, whatever I do in Painting of the Month Club, Tribe Sisters get that too. But you don't get the previous months from before you join. But as a bonus tonight for early birds, you are getting that. So you get 6 bonus paintings that are loaded into your membership hub. Yes, Billy, 100%. She said, I'm brand new to painting, so do you suggest I join? We did, if you want to hear from some other Tribe Sisters this morning on my page, I had an interview with 4 ladies who are all new and how much they love it and how much it's bringing joy to their life. So I definitely recommend it. Most of the people I teach have never painted before. All right, what do you guys think so far? Looking cute? Should we add some pattern on here? Onto the gifts? I'm checking my time. I got a little bit of time left. I'm going to show you guys how to do a couple fun snowflakes in the air first, and I'm going to let this dry. So I'm going to show you a little cheat first. If you just want to add some really cute snowflakes, just sprinkle snowflakes. I am just dipping the back end of my brush into my white paint. And I'm just going to start just adding these little dots, real random. Try to be random and not think about it when you're doing it. It'll look more natural that way. All different little sizes of snowflakes coming over here. So we're going to do this first, and then I'm going to show you how to make some big ones up in the sky. Pretty easy, right? And this is an easy way to do it because you don't have to worry about pushing down too hard on your brush. If you're worried about being heavy-handed, this helps you get those perfect little snowflake circles. Allison said you use palette knife on all of your paintings. No. So I do a ton of different styles. Like this is no palette knife. A lot of them are just acrylic. Some use palette knife. Some are mixed media, which basically just means pulling in fun things like stencils and scrapbook paper and that kind of stuff. So we have all kinds of different styles inside Tribe. I'm trying to make sure I'm not getting paint on my sweatshirt here. So let's add some bigger, more whimsical snowflakes up here. I'm going to start with a stripe down and over. So we're just making a cross, and then we're going to make an X. So you could leave it like that. These are going to be all different sizes. That one's just an X with one line through it. So you can have some variation there. Let's maybe have a couple more. Let's have one kind of go off the page a little bit. So those are just some fun, bigger little stars up there. And again, you can do two things. You can use this end of your brush, and you can leave them like that. I leave them like that in some paintings, but sometimes I like to add little circles to the ends of all of the points too. So there's different ways that you can make these. Trying not to stick my hand in wet paint here. And you can even have a variety in one painting. They don't all have to be the same. Okay, so the very last thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull a little highlight of white right here while I've got this white in my brush. We're going to add some decorations to our wrapping paper down here. So I'm going to add some little polka dots to my pink package. Maybe some blue stripes. Let's do some diagonal stripes here. These are just super simple. We're not trying to make anything too perfect here. Keep in mind, we're just doing whimsical and fun. And then on this front package, let's do hot pink. So yes, these are pretty close to complementary colors. Someone just said, I missed who said that, Kristen. So red and green are opposites on the color wheel, but hot pink and green are pretty close. So they look really good together. Coral and turquoise, orange and blue, same thing. What do I want on this one? Let's do zigzags. And then we've got to add the ribbon on. And then that'll be the last thing we do. So if you joined late, I'm just going to do a quick recap while I'm finishing this up. And be sure to check out the link, whoever page you're watching this on, because I'm on several different pages right now. Make sure you use their link so they get credit. But when you click that link to find out more information about my inner tribe, all the details are going to be there for you. We're going to add some ribbon on here. But the inner tribe is $47 a month. And you get 3 paintings per month with me. And then a guest artist or speaker. You get our private Facebook community full of amazing tribe women who are going to help support you at all levels, whether you're starting out or whether you've been painting a while. Okay, so let's talk about this little thing I just did here. This slid out of my hand. If you catch it fast enough, you can just wipe it off. I'm going to add a little bit of white back into my tree to kind of pull that over, but I can still see a little bit of that. I'm just going to add another ornament there. Okay, and then it fixes it. Let's add a blue one. And we'll just kind of make it a little more even. We'll add a blue one over on this side too. So if you make little mistakes, don't freak out. It'll be okay. I did forget what I was saying. But it does include my Painting of the Month Club membership. And then it includes the membership portal that has over 75 video tutorials, live Q&As, technique videos, all kinds of good stuff for you to choose from and learn from. So we just did a cross for the ribbon. We did these little loops on the top, and then I'm going to add some little strings coming down. Now I did white on mine. You can pick whatever color you want to do. your ribbon with. But if you do white first, it, again, kind of like we did with the presents, it's going to give you more of a solid base, and then you can let that dry and then put another color over top of it, and it's going to stand out even more. Yes, Kristen, they would make super cute cards. So I'm going to kind of show that upside down so you can get a, I don't know if I can, I might be able to aim it over there. Get a closer view of those little gifts. All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun today. Thanks for hanging out and painting with me. And jump over to the social easel if you want to learn more or you want to paint more with me. We'll be live every night this week, painting an owl, and I'll be live every day at 11 a.m. also Central Standard Time. So thanks so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.